Tonight, a state Supreme Court justice suspended, facing removal from the bench after threatening to shoot a group of black teenagers.
Here she is right here. It's the video. It happened at a house party near Utica in the summer of 2022. Body cam video, the stuff you're seeing right here, and report findings from the incident just now being released.
This judge is crazy. This is Judge Erin Gall. She was born and raised in New York and wanted to become a judge. Now, she graduated in 1993 from Boston College. That led her to the Buffalo Law School from the State University of New York system. She graduated there in 1996, and after becoming a public defender and a court attorney, she ran for Supreme Court judge of the state of New York. Here she is campaigning.
So now what are some of the things that you do every day?
Well, that's a very interesting question right now, because if you look behind you, there's a big sign and it says Gall for Justice. As does my shirt, my t-shirt. I'm running for Supreme Court Justice. We have an open seat here in Oneida County, and I'm currently campaigning for the November 8th election day.
Now, Judge Gall won and became a New York State Supreme Court Justice. Now, for over a decade, she presided over numerous cases and didn't really have any issues. However, things turned really bad in July 2022. See, Judge Gall's son had graduated high school, and there was a graduation party thrown at her friend's house who lived in New Hartford, New York. Now, remember, this was not the judge's home, but the home of a friend. Later in the evening, a group of black teens also got an invitation to the party via text message and arrived. An altercation broke out between the group of black teens and Judge Gall's 18-year-old son.
The judge was at a high school graduation party at her friend's house when authorities say there was an argument between invited and uninvited guests. A group of black teenagers who received a text invite to the party with the address then arrived, and a fight broke out shortly after.
Now, Gall claims she confronted the uninvited teenagers and demanded they leave the property, saying, "You gotta leave." The black teens attempted to leave, but in the fight, the keys to the car that they were driving in were lost. So police and the teens were looking for the keys in the area.
My ID and everything up in it. Fine.
So, didn't no way it came out back there.
No, we never over there.
We never
made it that far. From here, we literally made it. I went into this. That was it. Bro, we didn't make it that far. I promise you. Can y'all tell them back up so I can look for my keys and my wallet?
I'm going to keep you off the property because
this is their property.
We're trying, man.
This is their property.
Hey, I'll look on this side for you. Whatever.
Yeah. Wallet. Anybody find a wallet or keys?
It's a wallet and the keys. Is it like connected to a key fob?
No, it's a black money clip and it's a set of keys.
Where did it fall?
Back when everybody was over here brawling,
somebody could have scooped it up. There was a lot of kids.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So everyone's looking for the car keys so these teens can go home. But the judge made it clear that if she found the car keys, she would flush them down a toilet so they couldn't go home.
During the scuffle, the teens lost the keys to their car and couldn't leave the neighborhood, appearing to upset Gall, who wanted the children to leave, but refused to turn over their car keys if she found them.
If the key turns up,
We're absolutely going to throw it in the toilet. You're welcome.
somebody's sister's coming to pick them up and get them out of here, and I'm going to get his information. And if we find the keys,
the cop car, let him wait there.
Then the judge started telling the cops that she was a Supreme Court justice and she was someone special.
Judge Gall, I'm a judge. I'm telling you, get off the
dude, go wait at the car.
I'm a Supreme Court judge.
I know,
I'm
Judge.
sitting here.
And after the judge identified herself to police, the judge started threatening to shoot the teens if they returned, claiming that she had the right to shoot trespassers. Remember, this wasn't the judge's property, and these black teens had invitations. Here's what the judge said.
Or they'll be shot on the property.
Well, I'm just every day.
I'll shoot them on the property.
Every day.
Now, this shocking threat was caught on police body camera. She also let the teens know that she was 100% biased toward the cops.
You know I'd take anyone down for you guys. You know that. You know that. You know I am on your side.
They don't look like they're that smart, honestly. You're not going to business school, that's why.
He put a smack down once he got hit.
Hey, I didn't say it was one-sided.
Remember, this is a New York State Supreme Court justice. So, what happened? Well, things didn't go well for the judge. She escalated the situation, threatened to shoot teenage children, and used her position to curry favor with the police. So the New York State Commission on Judicial Ethics took swift action. They suspended the judge and recommended her removal, citing her actions as a significant breach of judicial ethics and integrity. Here's what they found.
Tonight, a state Supreme Court justice suspended, facing removal from the bench after threatening to shoot a group of black teenagers, during which the New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct said the judge repeatedly invoked her judicial office.
And that's Judge Gall. I'm a judge. I'm telling you, get off the
Dude, go in at the car.
I'm a Supreme Court judge.
I know you,
I'm
Judge.
sitting here.
Threatened gun violence.
I'll shoot them on the phone.
No.
If I have to clear it out, I will.
And both criticized and pledged favor treatment for the police.
The good part is, I'm always on your side. You know I'd take anyone down for you guys. You know that. You know that. You know I am on your side.
Video also captures the judge making comments about the black teens' intelligence levels.
They don't look like they're that smart, honestly. You're not going to business school, that's why.
And praising her son for beating up partygoers, among other comments.
He put a smack down once he got hit.
Hey, I didn't say it was one-sided.
The commission now calling for the judge to be removed from the bench. The commission administrator telling CBS 6 it is utterly unacceptable for a judge to threaten gun violence, exhibit racial prejudice, promise favorable treatment for the police, or disparage a law intended to keep guns away from dangerous people. Any one of these things would undermine public confidence in the administration of justice. That all this and more was committed by one judge disqualifies her from further service on the bench.
Now, during the ethics hearing, Gall deeply regretted what had happened, said that her overreaching past trauma contributed to the events of that night. She revealed some painful episodes in her past and some assaults that she had endured as a freshman in college. Despite this, the commission remained firm in their decision. They acknowledged the trauma, said, we feel sorry for what happened, but you still got to go because what you did was kind of insane. Now, the highest court in New York has to determine whether this judge needs to go permanently or not. Now, remember, this is the second judge that we've covered on this channel that had this same problem. Remember this judge who was removed for fighting the cops and beating up his neighbors? Here's the opening from that story. This is New York State Supreme Court Justice Mark Grisanti. He was just in a fist fight with his neighbors in the streets.
Judge Mark Grisanti and his wife are now under investigation for this alleged neighborhood assault. The brawl was all caught on camera and then shared exclusively with the 7 Eyewitness News I-Team.
Then when the cops come, he's fighting with the cops.
And then the judge yells and puts his hands on an officer.
The judge, he would hope he'd go back in time, this wouldn't have happened.
Then after all that, he starts name dropping other cops, the mayor and the DA, to show that, hey, I'm a big deal.
Okay, let me give you some constructive criticism. You want to drop another cop's name? You want to scream about, Molly or the mayor? Why don't you shut the up? And you keep quiet. Shut your goddamn mouth. Put your hands right back. Listen. Put your hands right back. You want to be difficult? You want to say I know all these coppers, I know all these things? No, you want to make us look dirty? Is that what you want to do? So how am I helping you now? Tell me, how can I help you? Shut up and let me talk to you, you old geezer.
So what the hell is going on in New York with these judges? They're either beating up the neighbors, threatening to shoot teens, or doing other crazy stuff that I can't mention here on camera. But do you think this judge should be removed for, quote, extreme racism? Or do you think everyone makes mistakes? Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.